Proverbs 21 and 30. There is no wisdom, no insight, no plan that can succeed against the Lord. Proverbs Daily is a reader-supported publication. All posts are free, but all donations help spread the message. When you see the word upgrade, you're simply invited to help me make the sacred positively contagious. Thank you in advance for becoming a free or paid subscriber. Today's episode, that's God's plan. Hey, it's July 21st, 2025, and I need you to recognize something right now. You're still breathing. Do you need to check to be sure? Yeah, you're still breathing. Not because you plan to, not because the government passed the law. You're breathing now because God's plan is still active in your life. That's God's plan. Now, let that sizzle for a second. This is the 202nd day of the year. And guess what? You haven't stopped breathing all year long, even if you tried to hold your breath. Shout out to all my breath worker homies who be trying to hold our breath. You know, we be like, oh. But that nervous system kicks in, right? And before you know it, your body's like, nope, we got work to do. Why? Because your breath was never your plan. That's God's plan. Let me give you some numbers. The average person breathes about 21,600 times a day. That means by the time you're engaging with this Proverbs Daily Devotional, you've already taken more than 4.3 million breaths in 2025 alone. And if it's still morning, say about 9 a.m., you've probably taken 8,100 breaths already today. You didn't count them, you didn't schedule them, but they happen anyway. Because, say it with me, that's God's plan. And then there's your heartbeat, the heart. What a miracle. You didn't start it. You can't stop it. It's been beating since before you were born, and it's still going. The average heart beats 100,000 times a day. That means in just the first half of this year, your heart is already beat more than 20 million times. Right now, as you're hearing these words, as you're scrolling this post, as you sip your drink and get ready for work, your heart hasn't skipped a beat that God hasn't allowed. Plans might have changed, jobs might have changed, people may have changed, but God's plan is still pushing, it's still growing. That's God's plan. And let's go deeper than that. God's still rebuilding you. Here's one you probably didn't know. 330 billion cells in your body die and get replaced every single day. That's about 1% of your entire body, renewed automatically every 24 hours. You're literally being rebuilt while you sleep, while you scroll, while you pray, while you're crying. God's plan is not just preserving you, it's renewing you. He's working in your bloodstream, in your skin, in your DNA. Hey, stuff you can't even see. Unstoppable, undeniable, divine. So what am I saying? Proverbs 21 and 30 says, there is no wisdom, no insight, no plan that can succeed against the Lord. That means not your enemy's plans, not your failed business plans, not even your own plans. You know, the one that made God laugh. Yeah, that plan. But what about God's plan? Undefeated. And the proof? You're still breathing. Your heart is still beating. And your body is still rebuilding. You're not here by accident. You didn't just make it to today. You were carried this far. And I believe that if He brought you this far, He'll carry you right on through. Why? Say it with me. Because that's God's plan. Prayer. Oh my God, I trust in your plan for me. Today's challenge. Take a breath right now. Put your hand over your heart and still yourself until you feel the heartbeat. And let this moment remind you that you are proof of God's ongoing plan. About the author. Fred Lynch is a creative communicator, author, and Christian hip-hop pioneer. To learn more about Fred and what he's up to now, click here, or you can find him in all the socials by searching the handle, Hey Fred Lynch. Experience Proverbs Daily by subscribing. Ready to receive daily wisdom directly on your phone? Go to proverbsdaily.org for the app, or just click on that subscribe button right now. Thanks for reading Proverbs Daily. This podcast is public, so please feel free to share it. Be wise and be well. Peace.